Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am trying to lose my regain, but this week I gained weight. Why? The short answer is because I went to the gym, but I will get to that in just a moment. um, my high weight starting weight was 265. I had VSG, vertical sleeve gastrectomy, which is a weight loss surgery, back in 2016. I reached my goal weight of 100 pounds down. I weighed 165 14 months later, so like December of 2017. Since then, I've kind of been wiggling around. I'm 5'8". I'm now 33 years old. I've kind of been wiggling around up and down, and COVID, etc. I reached my highest regain weight of 209. So I'm in the process of losing that and documenting it, and I want to get back into the 170s. I want to live in the hopefully low 170s, and I know I can do it, and I know that that's a healthy weight for me, and I know it's going to be a long process to get there. So last week was like week one, and I lost like almost 5 pounds, I think. This week, I gained 1.8 pounds, which means I am still 2.4 pounds down from my starting regain weight. So I weighed in at 206.6 this week. 3 reasons why I think this happened. One, I was on my period. So there's always going to be bloat and water weight, and that's normal and that's natural, and that just happened to happen this week. 2, there were occasional spoonfuls of peanut butter, okay? Like, I've been tracking all of my macros, and if you friend me in MyFitnessPal, I will be happy to accept you if you want to watch what I'm eating. I'm not saying that what I'm doing is right or correct. I am following the macros that I received just through a macro calculator on Keto Connect's website, so very basic and straightforward. I am weighing and tracking all of my food, and then on top of that, having like 1 or 2 spoonfuls of peanut butter at night. I know that that's a couple extra, like 100 calories, but I don't think that's why I gained 1.8 pounds this week. I mean, it's an attributing factor, right? These 3 things are attributing factors. The third thing is that I went back to the gym. Now, a couple of you asked me about what my fitness plan was last week, and I hadn't really addressed that. In the back of my mind, I've been thinking that I want to go back to weightlifting, or I want to start weightlifting, which I've never really focused on. You know, throughout my whole life, even before my weight loss surgery and stuff, I have always loved working out. I was a competitive swimmer from when I was younger through like college, and after that I taught group fitness classes, so I taught like step and body pump and spinning and butts and guts. Even when I was like 250 pounds, you guys, I was an awesome fitness instructor. But anyway, so that's neither here nor there. My point is that I've always loved working out, which I know is a blessing because some people just hate it. But I have found the things that I enjoy, but those are usually cardio things. And I think I want to start some weightlifting. So, you know, I follow a lot of fitness people on Instagram, whatever. And even though I used to teach weightlifting classes, I'm not a certified personal trainer, never was. I needed some guidance. So I reached out to my good friend Lauren Berryhill. She's at Keto Coach Lauren, and she sells custom fitness plans on her site. So she was running a sale in July. I bought it. She made a fitness plan just for me. I was so excited. My gym has reopened here in New Orleans, but the pool has not. Well, the pool is only open in the mornings, and they open at 6:30 in the morning, and I work at 7, so I have not been swimming, unfortunately. I really want to swim in addition to the weightlifting stuff, but I haven't been able to make that work. I might need to just like take a day off of work and go swimming. Anyway, sorry, I digress. So my gym has reopened. I wanted to do this weightlifting program. I do want to do this weightlifting program. I went on day 1, and I accidentally did her week 4, day 1, instead of week 1, day 1. It was real heavy, you guys. Like, it was tough. She doesn't tell you like what weights to use, but I used weights that I thought were appropriate for me. But still, like, the whole circuit was really tough. And I came home and I was so sore. Not like, okay, I've worked out my whole life. I know what sore feels like. This is worse than that. Not like I hurt myself, but just like I can't walk, even though I stretched a lot afterwards. So on day 2, I was like, you know what? I'm going to do actually week 1, day 2 this time, and it's going to be better, and it's going to be great, and I just have to get used to it. And I did week 1, day 2, and it was great. And then I felt like I got hit by a bus. Like I went to sleep, I fell asleep super early. I woke up the next day and I felt like I had been run over. My legs were like so stiff. Again, I stretched. I feel like I did all the things. But maybe I was just using weights that were too heavy for a beginner. I don't know. But from that day, my weight jumped from 203. You guys, I was already down at 203. Jumped up to 207. And we've been hanging out over here ever since. I can tell my body is inflamed from these 2 days of weightlifting. So I haven't gone back because I need for my body to like heal. And my weight has wiggled around there. So that's why I weighed in at 206. What did I say? 2066? Yeah, 2066. But I think I reached like 207.2 after the weightlifting. I could tell my body was just like inflamed and swollen and healing and retaining liquid, and that's what a body is supposed to do when you injure it, except I'm not injured, I'm just sore. Anyway, rookie mistake. I think I went too heavy on the weights. So I'm gonna get back into it, but with lighter weights and work myself back up once I feel like I'm healed. I mean, it has been 4 days and I'm walking real stiff and I'm stretching a lot. This has never happened to me. I don't know what to tell you. So I'm not too worried about my weight because I have been sticking to my macros. I have been feeling good. In fact, I almost feel ready to decrease my calories a little bit because sometimes I feel like I'm eating a lot, even though I'm within my caloric allotment. And this is what I was talking about last week, that when you eat a ketogenic diet, when you're eating mostly proteins and fats, it's very satiating. You know, I'm at, I think, 1760 calories a day, and I feel very, very, very satiated. Whereas I know I could eat probably 3,000 calories of potato chips and cookies and not feel full at all, you know? So that to me is the true benefit of eating a high protein, high fat, low carb diet. But anyway, I feel like I could come down to my calories. I'm not going to do that just yet. Like I said, I want to give my body time to adjust to each caloric level before I step down, just to have a more accurate grip on what's happening. But I'm not going to do that next week either, because this week we're going on a mini vacation. My mom's birthday is on Monday, so we're going to a resort in Tennessee, and just for a couple days. You know, obviously pre-COVID we had this like big European trip planned and blah blah, but that has all been canceled. So I was like, we can't just sit at home. It's a big milestone birthday for her. I was like, we can't just sit at home and like do nothing. Let's sit in a resort and do nothing. That'll be great. So it'll be a change of scenery. I think it'll be a lot of fun. So we leave tomorrow and we're back on Wednesday, and I do these check-ins on Friday. So I'm going to do my best to eat a low carb diet and to eat properly. I'm not like planning for this to be a binge couple of days, because I had a binge couple of months there, you guys. Like it's out of my system. I don't really even crave it. So I'm good. I will post pictures of food if it's beautiful on Instagram. My handle's below if you want to follow me. But, you know, tracking and weighing and measuring is not going to be possible this week. So I'm going to do my best, and we'll check in with you next week. And then after that, the following week, I plan to do one more week at this caloric level with weightlifting, but lower weights, and then we'll see where we're at. At that point, I will decide whether or not to decrease my calories, maybe 100 or 200, or stay there for longer. So I will keep you posted. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, I did also just want to say, like, even though I haven't really lost that much weight from my regain, I do feel like I look slimmer in the face, and like my tummy is not as bloated, and you know, I have to zoom out. I have to realize how far I've come. Okay, I'm down like 60 pounds since weight loss surgery, which if you've had weight loss surgery, you're probably hoping to lose more than 60. But I'm not mad at where I'm at. I like the way I look. And, you know, the weight loss surgery was never an aesthetic thing for me. It was always a health thing for me, because I thought I looked good before. I was in denial, but I thought I looked good before. It was because I got that diabetes type 2 diagnosis, which is now fully resolved, which is great. So, like, I see myself in the mirror, I put clothes on, and sure, some of my clothes from before obviously don't fit anymore. But I feel like I look good. I feel like I look like a healthy person, you know. I don't feel like I look morbidly obese. Now, that is a dangerous mindset because even when I was 100 pounds overweight, I thought I looked good too. But I just wanted to remind you, if you're struggling, like, zoom out, look at where you were before, look at where you are now. You might not be where you want to be, you might not be where you were a year or two ago, but I bet you're doing great. So give yourself some credit and keep doing what's right. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep eating properly, and I know it has to work because it's just basic physics. So I'm going to have a little mini vacation this week. I'm going to do my best. After that, I will go back to like tracking macros, weighing and measuring as accurately as I can, and then we will decide if I'm stepping my calories down or not. So thanks for watching. I will talk to you soon.